Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Yvonne and I'm going to be talking today about how I got my splits. Let's get into it. So what motivated me to get my splits was wushu, Chinese martial arts. We had a club on my campus called Columbia Wushu and I joined it in 2021, fall of 2021. And as part of our forms, we had a couple of really interesting moves. And the splits was one of them. This is Sunny Lai, one of our wushu aunties, world wushu champion, OG. Look at her go. That is what I was aiming for, okay? So for a year, I did wushu from September 2021 all the way to May 2022. And then prior to that, I was watching like a couple of YouTube videos on how to get your splits, but I hadn't really taken action on it yet. One particular video right here, I watched it and she was phenomenal. I watched all the videos that she recommended and the one I picked was stretch or train like a ballerina. You know, the 15 minutes just called to me. I can just spend 15 minutes a day and I'll be able to get my splits. So I started in July 2022. And here's the thing, I would always go back to her video, the first original one, to just remind myself that getting the splits would not be linear.
After a few days of rest, I tried again. And with my right leg, I just couldn't go down anymore. This isn't how I wanted to end the challenge. And this is probably not what you expected either. But I think it's important to listen to our bodies when it's telling us something, and it's really telling me something, like it's desperate for me to stop. Today would have been the 30th day. My plan was to end it in a beautiful, long, elongated splits posture, but I can't do it.
Getting the splits would not be linear because I did not have any experience. I did not have any ballet experience, no dancer experience, nothing. Zilch, zero. And I was starting from the beginning, you know? So I started working on my splits in July. I started with this short 15-minute routine. I would do my stretch routine before wushu practice because we had wushu practice in the summer. So in July, I would do my stretching before wushu. And I was pretty far from the ground. Like a starfish. But slowly, I was getting closer and closer to the ground. The most important thing that I had to work on was just working on my hamstrings because my hamstrings were super tight. And that's when I realized, oh my goodness, there was a lot of work to be done. And I would always go back to the lady's video right here. Go check out her channel. But yeah. So in fall 2022, the semester began. During the school year, I would stretch whatever chance that I got right after class, late in the night, on my bed, whatever chance that I got, I would make sure to stretch or do my full stretch routine. Try to get in as much as I could and also still go for wushu practice. In November, December, I was focusing more on my wushu competition and preparing for that because we had a university wushu competition at Maryland and I won second place in one of my wushu forms. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. My coaches were amazing. All my lovely friends were also there, so yeah. And it was a lovely experience all in all. So December, after the school semester was done for the fall, December and January was when I started working out a lot more because I strained my quad during the semester actually. So I had to work on strengthening my quads, making them strong enough to be able to withstand my weight as I was putting more weight on them during the split, right? And then I would incorporate my splits hold into my workout, right? And so the spring semester started. I was stretching after classes again, after club meetings. And that's also when I took a gym class. So I would go to the gym and lift weights and come back and then stretch to cool off and also do my splits. So this is where it gets really interesting because in the spring semester, I felt like I plateaued. I was stuck Like, I had gotten really lower, but I was like stuck. I was not getting any lower. It was kind of frustrating, but I think I was also focusing on graduating because there were a lot of events that we had to attend. So I kind of had to put my splits aside and just work on going to the gym, going to wushu practice as I could. So after graduating, yay, slay. In the summer of 2023, I revised my my splits routine, and I got pretty close to the ground, as you can see, by the end of June, right? So I was able to go from this in July/August 2022 to this by the end of June 2023, and that was amazing. Also recognizing that it's gonna get harder past this point, because it was just left with this tiny sliver for me to touch the ground, but it was taking so much time and so much effort, and it was so painful too. I had to recognize that, and I would get hurt a lot during the whole routine. But yeah, I started working on strengthening my lower body. I was still lifting weights, so I will lift weights and then incorporate my splits into that as a stretching, cooling routine, right? And then in September, October 2023, I decided to focus mainly on the splits. So I modified my routine again, and stuck to it. I would stretch every single day after work in the evening, and I was able to touch the ground by October, yes. But that joy was short-lived. Tears. Yeah, because in November and December I stopped working on my splits so I could focus on work and crank out a lot of data, because we were getting really good results at work. So I stopped working out and just focused on work. But then December, early January, I started again, and I was able to finally hold my splits, my right splits, to be specific, hold my right split without support for a short period of time, and I was happy. Yay! So how I categorize getting my split was if I'm able to hold it without any support, or with minimal support for more than 10 seconds per se. Yeah. So all along, I made modifications to my routine starting from July 2022. So the short 15-minute routine later on became a 40-minute routine. But yeah, and in working out, I would incorporate my splits training into my other workouts. So it was kind of like a balance of there was a balance between strengthening myself in order to be able to hold the splits, and then stretching my muscles so they could be flexible enough for me to be able to sit in the splits. And as you can see, there were a lot of gaps in the timeline where I would not stretch for a period of time. So in April, May, I was just focusing on the gym and graduating. So it was a balance of consistency and inconsistency, but I think it also helped my muscles to gain enough time and space to rest and relax, since this is something they had never done before. I had no experience, none, for 20 plus years before I started this. So they were like, what is happening to us? What is happening to us? What is she doing to us? So during my school year, I would try stretching any free time that I had after class, on my bed, during wushu practice, after gym class, and I would get hurt multiple times. I think that's one thing that I need to mention, because my nerves, my muscles, hip flexors, my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, they were not used to this fully stretched out position. They were crying. So all the little gaps that I had in between, or maybe I wouldn't call them little, I wouldn't call 1 month little, but all the gaps that I had in between my training would give my muscles a lot of time to recover, and I would feel more and more flexible as I would get back into it for an extended period of time. So that was perfect. So I would get hurt multiple times and have to stop and rewind and recover and note down little things. I'll make another video about things to look out for to prevent plateauing, to prevent getting hurt. So look out for that video. So the final result, I was able to get my split, my right split. I still don't have my left splits. I feel like, I don't know, I'm gonna work on it, but I don't have my left split yet. But 4th January 2024, finally had my right splits. Woo! Yeah. So if I had to count how many times I had to do my splits workouts, or like my workouts in general, this is the number right here. I'll just put it right here. And this is only counting my calendar entries. So for days that I did not put it on my calendar, so there will be like a plus or minus error. Anyway, after getting the splits, or my right full split, now I need to be able to work on holding it and being able to sit in it without any support and without pain. You know when like the ballerinas and the dancers tell you like, oh, they're able to sit in the splits and it does not feel like anything? That's where I need to get to. So follow me along on this journey. I am doing a 30-day splits challenge for my right split, and I'm also trying to get my left split. And I will be posting another video at the end with my full split routine and the results at the end of the 30 days. So follow me. Today is day 3. I think the day that I'm filming this video, it's day 3 of my splits routine, splits challenge. So just follow along. And yeah, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay, great. See you in the next video.